Top 25 Uber Interview Questions and Answers. In this video, we will explore the top 25 interview questions commonly asked by Uber. These questions cover a range of topics, including technical skills, problem-solving abilities, and cultural fit within the company. We will also provide detailed answers and tips to help you prepare effectively. Whether you're applying for a driver position or a corporate role, this guide aims to enhance your interview readiness. 1. Can you tell us about yourself and why you want to work at Uber? I am a dedicated professional with a background in customer service and problem solving. My experience has taught me the importance of empathy and effective communication. I am drawn to Uber because of its innovative spirit and commitment to improving transportation for everyone. I admire how Uber utilizes technology to enhance user experiences and streamline services. Being a part of a team that values creativity and strives for excellence would allow me to contribute my skills while growing in an environment that embraces change and challenges. 2. What do you know about Uber's mission and core values? Uber's mission is to ignite opportunity by setting the world in motion. This reflects a commitment to providing accessible transportation options for everyone, fostering economic growth, and enhancing communities. The core values include, we build globally, we live locally, emphasizing the importance of understanding local needs while maintaining a global perspective. Additionally, we are customer obsessed, highlights a focus on providing an exceptional experience for riders and drivers alike. These principles guide Uber in its mission to innovate and improve mobility solutions worldwide. 3. How do you handle difficult or frustrated customers? When encountering difficult or frustrated customers, I prioritize active listening. Understanding their concerns is crucial. I remain calm and empathetic, acknowledging their feelings, which helps to escalate the situation. I ask clarifying questions to gather all necessary information and ensure they feel heard. After that, I provide solutions tailored to their needs, whether it's resolving an issue or offering alternatives. If the situation requires, I involve a supervisor for further support. My goal is to turn a negative experience into a positive one, fostering customer loyalty and satisfaction. 4. Describe a time you solved a challenging problem. In my previous role, we faced a significant drop in customer satisfaction due to delayed response times. I initiated an assessment of our workflow and identified bottlenecks in our communication process. By implementing a new ticketing system and training the team on prioritization techniques, we streamlined our responses. This change not only reduced response times by 40% but also improved team morale, as everyone felt empowered to manage their tasks more effectively. The positive feedback from customers confirmed the success of our approach, showcasing the impact of collective problem solving. 5. How would you respond if a driver reported an emergency situation? In an emergency situation reported by a driver, my first priority would be to ensure their safety and well-being. I would calmly gather all relevant details about the incident, including location, nature of the emergency, and any immediate needs they may have. After gathering information, I would contact the appropriate authorities, such as emergency services, if necessary. Keeping the driver informed of the steps being taken is crucial, as it helps alleviate their stress. Lastly, I would document the situation thoroughly for future reference and follow up to ensure the driver received the necessary support. 6. What steps would you take to resolve a payment dispute? To resolve a payment dispute, I would first listen carefully to the customer's concerns, ensuring they feel heard and understood. Next, I'd gather all relevant information, including transaction details and any supporting documentation. I would then investigate the issue by reviewing system records and communicating with relevant teams as needed. Once I identified the root cause, I would explain the findings to the customer clearly and offer a solution, whether it be a refund, adjustment, or clarification. Throughout the process, I would keep the customer updated, ensuring transparency and building trust. 7. How do you prioritize tasks during a high-pressure situation? In a high-pressure situation, I first assess the urgency and importance of each task. I create a list, categorizing tasks by deadlines and potential impact. Communication is key. I keep team members informed about priorities and delegate when possible. I focus on high-impact tasks that align with team goals, ensuring that I manage time effectively. Staying organized and maintaining a calm demeanor helps me navigate challenges. I also remain flexible, ready to adjust priorities as new information arises or situations change. This approach allows me to remain productive and focused under pressure. 8. Describe a time you worked in a fast-paced environment. In my previous role as a customer service representative, I was part of a team that handled high call volumes during peak seasons, such as holiday periods. One day, we experienced an unexpected surge of calls due to a technical issue affecting our service. I quickly prioritized urgent customer queries while collaborating closely with my coworkers to ensure timely resolutions. By staying focused and organized, I was able to manage multiple cases efficiently, ensuring customers felt heard and supported, while helping the team maintain service quality despite the challenging circumstances. 9. How do you ensure accuracy when handling large amounts of data? Ensuring accuracy while handling large amounts of data requires a systematic approach. First, I prioritize data organization by using structured formats and clear labeling, which makes it easier to track and verify information. I implement checks, such as cross-referencing data against reliable sources and using validation tools to catch errors early. Additionally, I maintain a detailed log of any changes made, which allows for easy audits. Regularly reviewing my work and seeking feedback from colleagues also helps identify potential inaccuracies before finalizing any datasets. 10. What do you think sets Uber apart from its competitors? Uber stands out from its competitors due to its innovative technology, user-friendly app, and commitment to customer experience. The seamless integration of ride-hailing, food delivery, and freight services under one platform enhances convenience for users. Additionally, Uber's focus on safety, featuring features like driver background checks and in-app emergency assistance, builds trust. The company's ability to adapt quickly to market demands and invest in future mobility solutions, such as electric vehicles and autonomous driving, further distinguishes it in the competitive landscape. 11. How would you handle a customer complaint about driver professionalism? When handling a customer complaint about driver professionalism, I would first listen attentively to the customer's concerns to fully understand the issue. Empathy is key, so I would acknowledge their feelings and assure them that their feedback is important. Next, I would gather all relevant details, including the trip information and specifics of the complaint. After that, I would communicate with the driver to get their perspective on the situation. Finally, I would provide the customer with an appropriate response, outlining any actions taken, and offer reassurance that we are committed to maintaining high standards of professionalism. 12. Tell us about a time you had to communicate complex information clearly. In my previous role as a project coordinator, I was tasked with explaining a new software implementation to a team not familiar with technical jargon. I organized a workshop where I broke down the software's functionalities into simple, relatable concepts. Using visual aids and real-life examples, I guided them through the process step by step. This approach not only clarified the software's purpose but also encouraged questions and discussions. As a result, team members felt empowered and more confident in using the new tool, leading to a smoother transition and fewer issues during the rollout. 13. How do you handle multitasking when many people need your support? When faced with multiple requests simultaneously, I prioritize by assessing urgency and impact. First, I acknowledge each individual's need, ensuring they feel heard. I then categorize tasks based on deadlines and complexity. For example, I may address quick questions first while working on more involved issues in parallel. Utilizing tools like task lists helps me stay organized and focused. Communication is key. I keep everyone updated on my progress, managing expectations effectively. This approach enables me to provide quality support without compromising efficiency. 14. What tools or technologies are you familiar with that relate to this role? I have experience with various tools and technologies that are essential for customer support roles. Proficient in CRM systems like Salesforce and Zendesk, I can efficiently manage customer inquiries and track interactions. I'm skilled in using communication platforms such as Slack and Microsoft Teams for collaboration. Additionally, I am familiar with data analysis tools like Excel and Google Analytics, enabling me to derive insights from customer data and improve service delivery. My technical skills ensure that I can quickly adapt to new systems and contribute effectively from day one. 15. How do you stay motivated during repetitive tasks? Staying motivated during repetitive tasks can be challenging, but I find that setting small goals helps maintain focus and engagement. Breaking down tasks into manageable chunks allows me to celebrate minor achievements along the way. I also remind myself of the bigger picture and how my contributions support the team's objectives. Incorporating short breaks to recharge and switching up my environment, when possible, keeps my energy levels up. Engaging with colleagues for motivation and sharing experiences can also enhance my enthusiasm and create a sense of camaraderie in repetitive work. 16. What would you do if you noticed a decline in driver satisfaction? If I noticed a decline in driver satisfaction, I would first gather data to identify specific pain points through surveys, feedback, and reviews. Engaging directly with drivers to understand their concerns would be crucial. I would analyze the data to pinpoint trends or recurring issues. Following this, I would collaborate with relevant teams to address these concerns, whether it involves enhancing support processes, training programs, or improving communication. Implementing solutions and regularly checking in with drivers to assess improvements would help ensure sustained satisfaction and foster a positive community. 17. Describe a time when you showed leadership without having a formal title. In my previous role, our team faced a tight deadline for a project. Although I wasn't the team lead, I noticed that communication was lacking, which was causing confusion. I took the initiative to organize a daily check-in meeting where everyone could share updates and address any blockers. I also created a shared document for tracking progress. This informal leadership helped unify the team, improve accountability, and ultimately led us to complete the project ahead of schedule. Team members appreciated my support, and it fostered a collaborative atmosphere. 18. How would you handle a disagreement with a coworker? Handling disagreements with a coworker requires open communication and a focus on resolution. First, I would approach the coworker privately and express my perspective respectfully, ensuring that I listen actively to their viewpoint. Understanding their concerns can foster a collaborative atmosphere. If necessary, I would suggest involving a neutral third party, like a supervisor, to mediate the discussion. The goal is to find common ground and ensure that our professional relationship remains strong, ultimately allowing us to work together effectively for the company's success. 19. What metrics do you think Uber should focus on improving? One key metric Uber should prioritize is customer satisfaction, measured through feedback and ratings. Enhancing the rider experience directly impacts loyalty and usage frequency. Another critical focus should be driver earnings and satisfaction, ensuring they feel valued and supported, which can lead to higher retention rates. Additionally, monitoring wait times for riders and drivers can improve efficiency and satisfaction. Lastly, tracking the speed and accuracy of response times to customer inquiries will also help in refining service delivery and maintaining a competitive edge. 20. How do you handle confidential or sensitive information? Handling confidential or sensitive information involves a strict adherence to protocols and best practices. I ensure that I only access this information on a need-to-know basis and use secure systems for storage and transmission. When discussing sensitive topics, I choose private settings to maintain discretion. Regular training on data protection policies keeps me informed about compliance requirements. I also encourage a culture of confidentiality among colleagues by leading by example and promoting awareness about the importance of safeguarding sensitive information. Trust is essential in any role where confidentiality is paramount. 21. Tell us about a time you improved a process at work. One time, I noticed our team's onboarding process for new employees was lengthy and often confusing. I took the initiative to gather feedback from recent hires and identified key areas where clarity was lacking. I then created a streamlined onboarding guide that outlined each step of the process with visual aids and checkpoints. After implementing these changes, new hires reported a smoother transition and felt better prepared to contribute. This not only improved employee satisfaction but also reduced the time spent by managers answering repetitive questions during onboarding. 22. Why should Uber hire you over other candidates? As a dedicated professional with a strong background in customer support and problem solving, I bring a unique blend of skills that align perfectly with Uber's mission. My experience in fast-paced environments has honed my ability to manage multiple tasks efficiently while maintaining a high level of accuracy. I am passionate about delivering exceptional service and am committed to enhancing the driver and rider experience. My adaptability and eagerness to embrace new technologies will allow me to contribute effectively to the team and drive positive outcomes for Uber. 23. How do you adapt to new technologies or systems quickly? Adapting to new technologies involves a proactive approach and a willingness to learn. I start by familiarizing myself with the basic functionalities and features through tutorials or user guides. Hands-on experience is crucial, so I dedicate time to practice using the system in real scenarios. I also seek feedback from colleagues who have experience with the technology, which helps me understand best practices. Staying open-minded and asking questions fosters a smoother transition. By maintaining a positive attitude, I embrace challenges and continuously enhance my skills in dynamic environments. 24. Describe a time you delivered excellent customer service. In my previous role at a retail store, a customer approached me visibly upset about a defective product. I listened attentively to her concerns, empathizing with her frustration. Instead of just offering a refund, I proposed an exchange for a similar item that was better suited for her needs. I also provided her with a discount on her next purchase as a gesture of goodwill. By taking the time to understand her situation and going above and beyond, I was able to turn her negative experience into a positive one, resulting in her leaving the store satisfied and appreciative of the service. 25. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years at Uber? In 3 years, I see myself as a key contributor to Uber's growth, taking on more responsibilities and leading projects that enhance customer experience. I aim to develop my skills in data analysis and customer relations, allowing me to provide insights that drive strategic decisions. I envision collaborating with cross-functional teams to innovate solutions that address user needs. Additionally, I hope to mentor new team members, sharing my knowledge and passion for the brand, while continuously learning from my peers and adapting to the evolving landscape of the industry. As you prepare for your Uber interview, remember that understanding common questions and practicing your responses can significantly boost your confidence and performance. Familiarize yourself with the company's culture, core values, and expectations to make a lasting impression. By mastering these top 25 interview questions and answers, you're setting yourself up for success. If you found this content helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more insightful tips and guidance on landing your dream job. Good luck with your interview journey.